this is a really wonderful service. And I wish I had been doing it a long time ago. Yeah, really.
What's up, folks? Today we're in downtown Appleton. We're going to explain to you why Float Light is such a world-class float center and why it's such a unique experience that you have to try.
I'm Jessie Rogue. I'm one of the founders here at Float Light in downtown Appleton. First time I floated was probably about 6 to 7 years ago. John stumbled across what float tanks were, and he was so intrigued by it. He's like, I want to build one in our basement. And I'm like, you know. So when we started talking, I'm like, this is amazing. I can't believe I've never heard of this. We booked some floats in Milwaukee and we drove down, took the day. I wanted to get something out of it, like immediately. I was so excited about what it was that we were doing that I wanted to have some focus and truly have an experience that you hear people have. And I literally accomplished all of my goals in one float. And I was just over the moon that I did it. I went out to the car and I was sketching and getting those creative juices flowing off of that. And I left the car run the whole time. And so his battery went dead. And we're totally in Milwaukee. We still have kids to go pick up for school. And I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna kill me. He comes out of his float. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, I let the car die. And he's like, oh, it's no big deal. We'll just go in, ask him to jump it. That was kind of our first floats. It was an odd experience, mainly because of the way this person had the experience set up. And we learned a lot of things that we didn't want to do. I think one of the things that we are constantly striving to do to set us apart is we don't want it to be just you come and use our tanks. We want the experience to begin the moment you step in the door, to slow down, to take care of yourself, to know that we're here if you want that connection. Some people want to have deeper, longer conversations. Some people don't. Whatever they're looking for, we want them to feel welcome and at home away from home here. We truly are trying to build a community, our float family, as we call it, and make a sacred space for people to come to detach from whatever it is that they're overwhelmed with at the time, or accomplish any of those goals that flotation can assist with.
Anti-gravity float, total stress off the skeletal system and muscular system, on top of your brain resting. The whole thing is just really good for you.
Researched about it, but I felt like I needed to really experience it myself, to really understand what people like go floating. I've noticed that like during work I can kind of just zone out and just like this flow state, as they call it. I feel like the tank kind of helps with that, just kind of zoning out and really focusing on like whatever's in front of me.
The other thing too is, the physical benefits. Definitely feel, get some aches and pains and arthritis and whatever. Well, you're good for 3 to 5 days. You come out of that thing and it's like, oh man, I can't believe that actually felt that good.
People don't know what floating is, so I can't say if you've ever considered floating. A lot of people, how could you consider doing what you don't even know what it is? But if you were listening to my words, if you've ever considered being kind to yourself, float. You should just take time out, treat yourself, and take a rest.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You have to come in here and check it out. I've been in here a few times to float and I already feel like a part of the float family. They're truly building a center or a community for people to come and find out how floating can benefit them, whether it be mental or physical or spiritual. Definitely something to just check out. If you're curious, come in and ask, get a tour. I highly recommend it, right downtown Appleton. I'm Evan Fryman with Venture Wisconsin. Please make the most of your day.